Okay, Lauren, so at the moment we're on our computers all the time, and Zoom fatigue is actually a real thing. A study has been done, and that is a real thing.
Get out, really?
It is a real thing. So, like, all the extra effort it takes you to notice the little nuances of people's faces and whether they've come off mute and all those little things are making you tired, right? So that is really interesting. And I think what I'd love to speak with you today and see if you have any suggestions is, do you have any ways to step away from the computer and be creative or to be inspired?
I feel like at the moment, the stuff that we know to do that's away from our screen, exercise, maybe it's just exercise, sleep. There's sleep, there's exercise. Okay, here's the thing. On my way home from work tonight, I was running, which I was enjoying because exercise, essential. But I was listening to this podcast, which the wonderful Jennifer Innes, actress and dialect coach, put me onto last year. It's called Unfuck Your Brain.
Good.
With Kara Lowentheil. She's a Harvard Law School grad, a feminist and a coach, and her coaching is rooted in cognitive psychology-based techniques, and it's about unfucking your brain. So that, all the stuff that we've programmed in, recognizing that and getting past it and rewiring it. So it's great at any time of the year. She talks about increasing productivity and creativity and handling anxiety and control and vulnerability and all this stuff. And she has released a series recently called Panic into Peace.
Wow. She's great at names, isn't she? I quite like both her names.
Yeah, well, that's the thing about the podcasts. They're so clear. They're about 15 minutes or so, and they just really practically look at the way that we think about things and give practical ideas for how to move past them. And this series is targeted at, obviously, the effect of coronavirus and self-isolation, and talks about separating thoughts from circumstances. So, Nicholas Kane.
I have an interesting one, and to be honest, it's not necessarily something that you can do, but having kids, it's really hard at the moment to keep them entertained. And so what do you do with a kid other than continually watch Bluey for 24 hours a day, which, don't get me wrong, I think it's my favourite show at the moment, but how do we get away from the screen? So what I want to suggest is Elisa Tanaka King. She is the Arts and Wellness Coordinator at Ballarat Community Health, and she's creating these wonderful little online videos that are creative inspiration for kids. Now, I hear what you're saying there. Online video, didn't you say get away from the screen? Well, the beauty of these videos, Lauren, is that you watch the video. And so Creative Prompt of the Week is one where she'll give you some words to think about how you might start to inspire your kids' creativity. You might make racing caterpillars in another video. But the one that I really loved was scribble drawing, right? So she gives you the challenge to pick some objects in your home, and she talks you through the process of scribble drawing, which is a form of drawing.
I did not know that. Yeah.
Tell me about it, but it's basically scribbling into a form, right? And it actually looks really amazing. And so she talks you through this idea that usually you would draw an outline, right? But scribble drawing, we look at the shadows and the way the form is.
You've taken this so on board.
Yeah, I know. I'm a visual artist now. Look at me go. But the beauty of it is, you can watch the video, sit down with your child, it's scribble drawing. So it's all about fun. There is no rules. So the beautiful thing is that even with little Harper, being the 2-year-old, it's still going to be pretty much a scribble drawing anyway. That it just starts to play with those creative instincts and you get to have a little bit of fun that's away from the screen.
Yeah, it sounds like you're having quite a bit of fun too. So it's not all for kids.
It's not all for kids, yeah. And I do want to challenge Elisa to release some more clips, because it has been a week or two now, to see what else you can come up with. If you do get the need to find some other sketching styled inspiration for your kids, there's a wonderful guy named Mo Williams who's an illustrator, and he's doing stuff for the Kennedy Center as well. Yeah. He does the exact same thing, but just to a larger extent. They're like 30-minute videos. Yeah. So just plenty of cool things to do with the kids.